What's up guys, Coding Jesus here. Guys, in today's video, I want to talk about tutorial hell, what it is, why you're stuck in it, and how you can effectively break out of it. Now, why am I uniquely positioned to talk to you guys about tutorial hell? Well guys, I was burning in hellfire for a very, very long time. The hellfire of tutorials. Why is that? Because I'm a self-taught developer. Self-taught developers are overrepresented in tutorial hell. They're burning in there, they're cooking, they're steaming, and only a select few of them can actually break out. And thankfully for me, I've broken out of it, and I'm going to share with you guys why you're stuck in it and how you can break out of it. Alright, let's focus on why you're stuck in tutorial hell. The first thing you need to understand is that tutorials are designed to be easy to consume, quick, and safe. Keyword, safe. What do I mean by safe? Well, imagine you're the person that's creating a tutorial. You're essentially like a parent. And the person consuming the tutorial is a baby, they're a toddler. Now, what do you do as a parent to make sure your toddler succeeds? You make sure that you baby-proof their room. They can't trip on anything, they can't hit their head on a corner, they can't suffocate, they can't choke on anything. And by doing so, you help build a lot of confidence in the baby that they're safe, that they're doing something productive. But in fact, danger and overcoming danger is the only way that you understand the boundaries of the environment that you're in and the boundaries of your own skill set. What do I mean by that? Well, if everything's safe, guys, you're not exposed to the messier parts of programming. You're not exposed to things like debugging, problem solving, and adapting to code that might be unfamiliar to you. Think of any tutorial you've watched. When in those tutorials has the person there sat down and told you, this is how we're going to be designing this program, or this game, or this application? They just jump right into it. They don't tell you anything beforehand. Okay, let's not even talk about bugs. When was the last time you're watching a tutorial and the guy spent half an hour trying to debug something? That doesn't happen. And that's what separates a coder from a programmer. A coder can learn the syntax, can copy and paste, can generally understand program flow. A programmer is somebody that has real-world experience tackling problems that don't have a clear solution and that are unguided. They've arrived at a bridge, the bridge might be broken, they need to try to fix it or find another way to get around it or over it. That bridge is a bug. Maybe it's a difficult coworker. Maybe it's an open source project that you need to learn and try to figure out because you're using it and something's wrong with it, right? Those are the things that beginners don't have that cause them to go back to continuously watching tutorials, because when they try to leave that baby-proofed room, they realize they don't have the confidence to apply the skills that they've learned in that room in the real world. Now let's talk about a couple of ways that you can break out of that baby-proofed room. All right, we don't want a high recidivism rate for people watching this video. You're going to watch this video and you're going to break out of that tutorial hell. The first thing you need to do is you need to apply the skills that you've learned, but you need to start small. A lot of people build some expansive game after watching a 50-episode tutorial series and are like, oh yeah, I'm going to build Halo 3 now. You know Halo 3? Yeah, scratch that. I'm building Halo 10. All right? I'm going to build the next Master Chief. And then they realize, I have no idea what I'm doing. If you want to build those big projects, you need to start small. For example, let's say you want to build a calculator. And you think about all the business logic that you need and you're able to build a small console application. Great, that's your first step. The next step might be, for example, let's build a graphical user interface on that console application so that's a lot prettier. All right, the next stage will be, hey, what if we save all the results and inputs in a database? Well, I watched something about that. Let me see if I can apply that skill set and build upon what I've previously built. So learning is essentially an iterative process of building upon different blocks that you've already laid down. You're paving a road. You start at the beginning and you slowly pave to the end. But what tutorials do is they give you this false sense of confidence that you can start essentially at the end of the road. Right? That's not the case. You need to start small. You need to build those applications in a self-directed and incremental fashion. All right, that's number one. That's the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to do is you need to be able to apply those skills in a problem-solving setting to develop those problem-solving skills. What do I mean by that? Building a self-directed small project is great. You might have a couple of problems that you need to solve there. But if you're really looking to sharpen your problem-solving skills and apply concepts that you've learned, or maybe concepts that are still unfamiliar to you from a tutorial, is to really just grind things like LeetCode and HackerRank. I hate LeetCode, guys. I hate HackerRank. I don't even like recommending these things to you because you're not going to be using them on the job. But if you're looking to solidify important concepts like recursion, depth-first search, breadth-first search, your understanding of various APIs on data structures and how to use them, then LeetCode is a really, really great way to do that. It's a great way to learn about bitwise operations and how they can make your code more efficient, or how to use them in general. You might not think of a project where I need to think about how to use bitwise operations, but if you're looking to sharpen that skill set, you can find hundreds of problems on LeetCode to help you do exactly that. All right, guys. The last thing that's going to be extremely important, and this now branches out from that own self-directed, small, personal bubble of yours, like doing small projects and building on them or grinding through LeetCode problems, is now you're going to be facing the external world. So you're going to be taking those skill sets that you're now a little more comfortable with, and you're going to learn to debug and read other people's code. And that involves doing a lot of independent research. What's harder than writing code is reading somebody else's code and building on top of it. And if you want to break out of tutorial hell, you're going to need to know how to read other people's code, internalize what they're doing, and then build upon it, either add a feature or fix a bug. What does that look like? What that looks like is finding an interesting project on GitHub, something that you're interested in, and maybe for looking, for issues that are marked easy or medium, or hey, maybe you find a little cool thing and you want to build a small feature on it. Great. That's where you need to start. And you start by reading other people's code and not relying on tutorials that tell you what to build in order to build upon something that already exists. At this point in time, you're almost breaking out of that boundary of tutorial hell because you're developing skills for real-world programming. Things that will be valuable for you on the job. So you're not only building these small projects to help you gain confidence, but now you're doing things you can even put on your resume. And that's going to be not only impressive to help for yourself, for your own self-confidence, but also for prospective employers that are going to look to hire people that can solve real-world issues. Hopefully this was clear what tutorial hell is, why you're stuck in it, and the 3 ways that I would help you or that I recommend for you to break out. If you're looking to break into the world of software engineering, you can go ahead and book my time. Guys, I do one-on-one consultations. I've helped dozens of people break into the world of software engineering. I do resume reviews. I do mock behavioral interviews. I do mock technical interviews. Link in the description box below, guys. If you'd like to watch this video early, become a patron. If you'd like to support me, my Patreon, link in the description box below. I spend a lot of time thinking about the content of these videos and trying to produce quality content for you guys. And if you'd like to email me, you can do so at thecodingjesus@codingjesus.com. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like, subscribe, dislike, whatever. It's all engagement. Comment whatever you'd like. Thanks for watching. Cheers.